हेलो।
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, students join ചെയ്യുന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ.
Yeah.
5 minutes start.
സാരമില്ല, വെയിറ്റ്
Okay.
ചെയ്യാം.
Okay. Hello, sir. So we can start, I think.
Okay.
So good evening to all dear participants and welcoming you, sir. Today is the 16th session of our online add-on course on media law and ethics. So first of all, I'm inviting Ria Reggie to come up with a welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected resource person, faculties, and all my dear participants of the certificate course on media law and ethics. So today I'm interested with the duty to give the welcome speech. So with immense pleasure, I'd like to welcome our resource person, Dr. Jishnu J.R., Assistant Professor Vitsol Chennai. On behalf of Government Law College and all participants of the certificate course, I welcome you, sir, and we are expecting an informative session on copyright issues. Then I would like to welcome all participants and coordinators of the certificate course. Welcome all. Thank you.
Okay. So can I take over?
Yes, sir, yes, sir, you can.
Yes. So, like before I go into the session, I'll give you a very informal introduction of myself. So, before I joined VIT School of Law, I was a lecturer, contract lecturer at Department of Law, Karivattam campus. And if I could say, like, ഞാൻ ഒരു ടീച്ചിങ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഒരു ആസ്പെക്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ പ്രസന്റേഷൻസ് ഈ ഒരു ആസ്പെക്ട് ഒക്കെ ഞാൻ പഠിച്ച തട്ടകം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫ്രം ഗവൺമെന്റ് ലോ കോളേജ് ട്രിവാൻഡ്രം. സോ like it is always a delightful for me to present like make a presentation before the students of government law college. So I'm very much happy to be here. If all of you are ready with that, we can go with the presentation. So I'm not having a I'm not making a PowerPoint presentation because I don't know, like I might not be able to manage time if I go with the PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to start with the general concept. So I have been assigned with the task of explaining to you the copyright aspect of social media. Okay, so before moving on to the copyright aspect of social media, I would like to tell you a few aspects so that you will get a very clear idea about what copyright is. Okay, I know you guys know, like you guys, some of you might be, not some of you, everybody here are in one way or the other honor of a copyright. Okay, so to start with, can anybody tell me, okay, why copyright is peculiar when you compare it with other intellectual property rights? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ആസ്പെക്ട് മറ്റ് ഇന്റലക്ച്വൽ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി റൈറ്റ്സും ആയിട്ട് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഭയങ്കര നമുക്ക് കുറച്ചുകൂടെ പേഴ്സണൽ ആയിട്ട് തോന്നുന്ന ഒരു ആസ്പെക്ട് ആണ് കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് ലോ. സോ ക്യാൻ എനിബഡി ടെൽ മീ വൈ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് സോ?
സർ, ലിറ്റററി വർക്ക്സ് അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ പ്രൊട്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഈ കോപ്പറേറ്റ് ലോ വരുന്നത്.
വെരി ഗുഡ്, വെരി ഗുഡ്.
പേഴ്സണൽ മേക്കിങ്സ് അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ.
കറക്റ്റ്. അപ്പൊ ഈ കോപ്പിറൈറ്റിന്റെ ലൈക്ക് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ പെക്യൂലിയാരിറ്റി ഓഫ് കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് ഈസ് unlike patent or unlike trademark, you don't have to go and register. So if you take your phone, if you click a photo right now, it will have automatically, you will get copyright protection over it. Okay, you don't have to claim for it, you don't have to go and register for it. It will be automatically imprinted on the thing that you have created. Okay, so like this statement is very like understandable. So ningal oru phone eduthu ipo oru selfie eduttal, you are a copyright owner of that. So have you ever heard about the monkey selfie case? Have you ever heard about that?
Recent issue alone.
Naruto versus Slater. So it's a very interesting case. Like a wildlife photographer, he went to like out in the wild and he wanted to capture nature. Okay, and he wanted to capture the endangered macaque, ഒരു പ്രത്യേക തരം വിഭാഗത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു കുരങ്ങൻ. Okay, so he set everything on his tripod and he like was ready to take the photo. But what happened? This monkeys came in and due to some like technical issues or the remote got activated, like the photographs, like the monkeys were able to take the photographs. Okay, so it came out as a selfie by the monkey. So it was a very normal thing. So the photographer started giving that particular, licensing that particular photo to different media. Okay. And one fine day, Wikimedia Commons, what they did is they have put that particular photo in the public domain. So immediately that photographer went and asked, how can you, post that it is I own the copyright over this. So they said, no, you don't own the copyright over this because it was taken by the monkey. So like, and we don't give, copyright to the non-human authors. So like it can come in public domain because it will not have a copyright protection. So this was the initial like aspect regarding that case. And later on, what happened is, I hope you guys know PETA, People for Ethical Treatment of Animals. So what they did is they, considered that monkey as the next friend. So I hope like common law principle, the next friend and another aspect under. So if your friend is unable or if your friend is disabled to represent herself, next friend principle apply. Then Nyan will be representing the other person. So what happened in this case is PETA went and claimed that the monkey should have the copyright over this particular selfie. Okay, so court had to decide upon that, and court said, for the time being, it did not outrightly say illa kodukkan pattathilla anganonnum parannilla. Court, what court said is, like, for the time being, copyright does not expressly authorize animals to file copyright infringement claims. അങ്ങനെയാ പറഞ്ഞത്. For the time being, law അനുവദിക്കുന്നില്ല ഒരു മൃഗത്തിന് വന്ന് കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് ഇൻഫ്രിഞ്ച്മെന്റ് ക്ലെയിം പറയാൻ വേണ്ടി. So in that case, for the time being, it will vest with the photographer, and PETAക്ക് ഒരിക്കലും എന്താ പറയാ, they cannot apply the next friend principle because you have to show the significant relation with that particular individual or the animal, whatever they are claiming for. So this is the peculiarity of copyright. Okay, atra elupamana for you to get an intellectual property right over something that you have created. So obviously your next question would be, endinana actually we are giving copyright for? Okay, so normal definition which you would have heard so many times: original work having creativity. So this is the definition that you must have heard. So what is the subject matter that can get copyright? You will say original work having creativity. So under this, there are three aspects: original, work, and creativity. So can anybody tell me what do you mean by original? Anyone? Original na acha? Anyone? Sorry. Original means something that have come from the author. ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ നിന്നും അത് കോപ്പി അടിച്ചതല്ല, ഓൾറെഡി എക്സിസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സാധനം എടുത്ത് ഞാൻ കോപ്പി അടിച്ചതല്ല. സോ ഒറിജിനൽ മീൻസ് സംതിങ് ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ് കെയിം ഫ്രം ദി ക്രിയേറ്റർ. അതാണ് ഒറിജിനൽ എന്ന ആസ്പെക്ട്. ആൻഡ് another aspect is what I mentioned is creativity. So there is a very famous case, okay, it's called Bleaston versus Donaldson, very old case that have to, that gave a definition that I just mentioned now, original work having creativity. So in that, what happened is there is a circus baron. Okay, so this circus baron like used to go to a different place and perform. And since he have to go to different place and perform, he have to supply pamphlets. Okay, so what he did is he contacted a printing press, and they have made illustration of the performers, and they have given him the printouts. So it is fine. So later on, what happened? He went to another place. Apo he wanted more copies of the pamphlet. So what he did is he went to our Donaldson and asked for further copies. So what Donaldson did is he made the copies of the already existing copies. Apo the first printing press came and said this is copyright infringement. So they counter-argued saying that no, it is just an illustration of what is already existing. Idine copyright ennu kittan kodukkan pattathilla, this is not original. Okay, so what happened is like this was brought before the court. So court said like there can be real objects, there can be human beings, but when you are giving in your effort and creating an illustration, it is an original work. Okay, so they said if it comes from the author, then it is an original work. Second aspect, what they said is regarding creativity. So regarding creativity, what they said is like I don't know how to define creativity. For example, ശ്രീദത്തിന് ചിലപ്പോ creativity എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് മൊണാലിസയുടെ പെയിന്റിംഗ് ആയിരിക്കും. പ്രിയങ്കയ്ക്ക് it might be a modern art. എനിക്ക് ചിലപ്പോ ഒരു വൈറ്റ് പേപ്പർ എടുത്ത് 2 ഇൻറ്റു മാർക്ക് ഇടുന്നതായിരിക്കും my perception of creativity. So the quote itself said that we are not capable enough to define what creativity is. But they said, if in a work, if at least there is a minimum amount of creativity, അതായത് കുറച്ചെങ്കിലും എഫേർട്ട് ഇട്ട് അതിനൊരു ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റിക് ടച്ച് ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് ഒരു മിനിമം എമൗണ്ട്, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് മോഡിക്കം ഓഫ് ക്രിയേറ്റിവിറ്റി, അതുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഹാവ് കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ്, ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഹാവ് ക്രിയേറ്റിവിറ്റി എന്ന് പറയും. ഓക്കെ, so it is original, and so it is it has a creativity, and obviously it is an expression of an idea. Okay, so ee moon aspect satisfy cheyyunnathu konde the first poster print by the printing press will have copyright. Appo obviously what will happen, the second person, that is Donaldson, who have taken the printout, like a copy of the same, will amount to copyright infringement. So when you create something out of the nature, it is copyright protectable. But when you make a copy of a copy, it will be copyright infringement. So from this, you got a very clear idea in the subject matter. Original work having creativity. Minimum amount of creativity is a subject matter. So we post hell lot of content in social media. Okay, so like some of you might be writing 2 to 3 lines in Twitter, and they'll say it is a very poetic thing and I need to get copyright over it. Some of you will be writing how your day went by in Facebook. So adinu copyright undo illyo ennulla aspect manasilakan vendiyana why I am explaining you what exactly the original work having creativity endanennu paranathu. Idil one thing that you have to remember or understand is normally subject matter in the parayunnathu, like we often say this is a copyrightable subject matter. So what exactly is the subject matter, one should be very clear about. Okay, so we say work, when you express your idea into a tangible form, okay, it is called a work, a creative work. അതായത് ഞാനിപ്പോ ഒരു കവിത ആലോചിച്ചു, എന്റെ മനസ്സിൽ വന്ന ഉടനെ തന്നെ ഞാനതൊരു പേപ്പറിൽ എഴുതിയിട്ടു, മനസ്സിൽ തന്നെ വെച്ചിരുന്നാൽ ഐഡിയാസ് cannot be copyrighted. So I converted that into writing. So what will happen, obviously it will have copyright over it. Okay, so like that is a peculiarity of the concept of copyright. So enikku padam varakkanam thonni, I have converted it. Enikku padam varakkanam thonni, but I used my iPad. Okay, I used my iPad and I made a drawing. So if you ask me whether it is in a tangible form, Allah, it is in an intangible form. But we have crossed that time period wherein we consider electronic documents to be real documents. Okay, so you get copyright. But then ഇപ്പോൾ ഉള്ള ഒരു കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഒരു കൺഫ്യൂസിങ് കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ, I'll ask you a question. Okay, so one fine day I was walking by, നമ്മുടെ പാളയം സാംസാം വഴിയൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ നടന്നു വരുന്നു, ലോ കോളേജ് ജംഗ്ഷൻ ഒക്കെ കവർ ചെയ്ത് വരുമ്പോൾ എനിക്കൊരു ഡിഷ്, എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിലൊരു ഡിഷ് വന്നു. ഓക്കെ, ഐഡിയ ഓഫ് എ ഫുഡ് ഐറ്റം. ഞാൻ വീട്ടിൽ വന്ന് എന്ത് ചെയ്തു, കിച്ചണിൽ കയറി I prepared that dish. So എൻ്റെ ഒരു idea I have expressed in the form of a dish. So my question is, will I get copyright over the food item that I have created? Similarly, ipo nammal varade nadakkan poyappo oru nalloru perfume namukku kitti. So I came, I took so many manamulla items, I mixed it, then I added spirit to it and converted into a perfume. So I had an idea and I have expressed it into a something that is perceivable by human beings. Onni smell cheyam allengi touch cheyam allengi kadikam. So this is the definition for a copyrightable subject matter also. So my question is very simple. Can we copyright perfume? Can we copyright food items? Yes, because this definition satisfying the രണ്ട് content ആണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത്. Can we do that? Anybody have an idea about this?
No.
Yes.
No, but
Kuricho Parano.
no, sir. No. No.
Okay.
It's
Can you tell me why?
it's only for intangible. It's only for intangible and immaterial properties, I think.
Yeah, it's a very good answer. But in Dutch Supreme Court, there was a ruling. Okay, Lancome versus Kefoka. In that, they said copyright can be granted to a perfume. But at the same time itself, we said, French court said, Bisri Babar versus Herman and Raymond or in the case, no, it is just simple implementation of skill. There is no creativity in it. So you have certain content, you mix it and you express it and you come up with an expression that cannot be copyrightable. And another aspect, even in India, there have been instances where this have been raised. And like the authorities said, in order to claim for copyright, obviously it have to be, tangible or accessible or perceivable form, but it should have the concept of permanence. So permanence in the so when you write a book, in 2 days, how can somebody give you copyright? So it should have a permanence. So I have an idea, our decision and convert either if I Kurichin within minutes or okay, so I have copyright, but in the content okay, so this is how far we have traveled when it comes from copyright. So if you want to know further about that aspect, you can read Shamnath Bashir and Neil Wilcox's book Overlapping Intellectual Property Rights. Very good book. Okay, and it was published by Oxford. So you could go through it, you will get a very clear idea. So now I hope you understood what copyright is, what original work having minimum amount of creativity. Work endaanennu manasilayi. Ini, the very simple question, what are all the rights associated with this work? That's our major aspect. So copyright is granting you few rights. So endellam kind of rights are you getting? Exclusive right and moral right. So exclusive right is something that enables you to gain economic advantage. Exclusive right. You can prevent others from, without your permission, using the work. So exclusive right in you can publish. Exclusive right in you can, license it. You can, authorize it to someone. Even you can say, waive the copyright and put it in the public domain. And during this time period, nobody will have the capability to exploit your work unless you expressly authorize it. So adana exclusive right. But exclusive right is very good. Life plus 60 years, which is very good. Okay, I like that concept, and it's a long term also. So one can really, get benefit out of the work you have created. But inike korachuda personal ishtam is moral right. Okay, because every work that you create. So Renjith Andrakana cinema, Amal Nerathinte cinema, Maniratnante cinema. In Namal Parayambo, Adile, what happens is A.R. Rahman the music in the Parayambo, our personality will get etched into that particular work. Okay, so what I feel is economic right namal claim cheyyunnenekkalum upari oru work inde integrity namakku thanne ullulla kaalum undayirikkum ennulladana. So that is what excites me more. For example, moral rights inde oru adipoli aspect parayanamengil, so I hope you guys know Sherlock Holmes, and it was written by author Conan Doyle. So Sherlock Holmes inde peculiarity ennu paranja, he is a fictional character. Okay, lot of stories about him, and there are books which analyzes how Sherlock Holmes thinks. Karanam, Arthur Conan Doyle have given in so much that he have developed a character which at times we feel that it is so much real. Okay, so there are authors who have studied this character and have written books called How to Think Like Sherlock Holmes. Atrayum superayittu books ezhidundu. Okay, psychology books on that. So the point is, Arthur Conan Doyle the first Sherlock Holmes stories, okay, have come to public domain. Okay, so public domain like that exclusive rights are over now. So now Mina can take it, Mary can take it, whoever can have it and publish it, or translate whatever they like, because it have come to public domain. But at the same time, if a Mina she cannot portray Sherlock Holmes to be a fool. ഒരു മണ്ടനായിട്ട് ഒരിക്കലും കാണിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. കാണിച്ചാൽ അങ്ങ് ലണ്ടനിൽ നിന്ന് കത്ത് വരും. Okay, so the thing is, moral right and the capability adan. So there is an integrity to the work. If you try to tarnish the integrity of the work, you can be, pinned under the concept of moral right. If other Conan Doyle varathilla, but his legal representatives, grandson aayirikkum varunathu, you have violated the moral right of, like Arthur Conan Doyle by portraying Sherlock Holmes as a fool. Okay, so you have exclusive right and you have moral rights. So this aspect വളരെ വ്യക്തമായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലായി എന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. So now we are going to the core subject. Okay, the core area of discussion. How this particular copyright will get infringed in social media. Okay, നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും, I'm 100% sure that every one of you, or majority of you, are there in Instagram, there in Facebook, okay, Twitter le കാണുമായിരിക്കും, Flickr le photos upload ചെയ്യായിരിക്കും, TikTok le video upload ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരിക്കും, maybe ഇപ്പോ പല different Dalgona coffee workout challenge, chill out challenge, ഇതെല്ലാരും ഇപ്പോ ചെയ്ത് ഓരോന്നായിട്ട് റീൽസിൽ ഇൻസ്റ്റാഗ്രാമിൽ പോസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നവരായിരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾ. Okay, so which means that there is not even a single day wherein we are not dealing with copyright. You must be downloading a lot of movies, not in Netflix or Amazon Prime, but from Tamil rockers, illegal copies. So I know certain few of my friends who have an Amazon Prime account. Even then, our drishyam kandadu Telegram in the download idana. So certain people are crazy about that. Okay, so which means that there is not even a single day you use your computer, it have so many content, you are involved in research work. So namakariya how we submit assignments, edukunnu pushunnu kodukunnu. Okay, so that is how we are. Okay, that is how we used to do research, how we run our life and entertainment. So which means that a tremendous amount of infringement unknowingly we are doing it every day or the other day, every day or another, through social media. Okay, movies download him, articles download him, and we cite it on our research paper without giving like plagiarism. So all this happens, which have now become normal. But you must understand like how copyright infringement can happen in social media. Okay, adine you must understand what social media is. So social media basically consists of, in general, it consists of 5 aspects. One, content communities, wherein you post contents. For example, YouTube. Okay, so നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, videos upload ചെയ്യുന്നു in YouTube. Flickr, I don't know if you guys have used Flickr. So I have used it. When I used to take photographs, I used to upload it in Flickr. Okay, so you have Flickr. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ torrent website. So I hope you guys know what a torrent website is, which is a core thing that we have to understand today. Okay, so torrent website also, wherein you tamilrockers.com, it's a torrent website. ISO Hunt, Kick-Ass Torrent, Axo. ഞാനൊക്കെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യാറുന്ന കാലഘട്ടത്തുണ്ടായിരുന്നത് Axo, Kick-Ass Torrent, എല്ലാം കൂട്ടിപ്പോയി copyright infringement. Okay, so content communities. Second one is blogs. So food blog, and you have movies criticize ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി blog, and poetry upload ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി blogs, and your thoughts about your creative thoughts about something that you can mention in in blogs. So you guys know what blog is. Third one, I'm sure that everybody knows about it, social networking site. So social networking site ennu vecheyna your Facebook, your Instagram. So adilakke we are involved in copyrighted contents. Then you have collaborative projects one very good example for a collaborative project is Wikipedia. Okay, so I know like majority of us, even for very good international conferences, we depend on Wikipedia. Okay, but Wikipedia motion because it can be edited by anyone. So the problem is whether the question is it is reliable or not, whether they have given due credit to the content in Wikipedia or not is something that we have to be aware about. So collaborative project in the example, you could say Wikipedia. And the last one is virtual world. Okay, it's in its developing stage, but soon, manolo. So virtual world means like wherein you can live as an alternate spatial world, wherein you can live as avatars. Okay, computer namakuru sangalpika kathapathramai adinte agathu jeevikam. You can do whatever you want. Adinte agathu poi pala pani oppikam. Okay, so that is virtual world. So in all these contents, you will be touched by copyrighted contents. Okay, so the first aspect is content communities, which is the area that we have to have a very clear idea about. So first, how copyright get infringed in content communities. So let's take YouTube. Okay, so ഇതിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു 3 കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. Okay, കൃത്യം ചെയ്തതാര്, കൃത്യം ആർക്കെതിരെ ചെയ്തു, കൃത്യം എപ്പോൾ എവിടെ വെച്ച് എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു. ഇതാണല്ലോ നമ്മൾ നോർമലി when there is an investigation that we look for. So അതേപോലെ തന്നെയാണ് കോപ്പിറൈറ്റിൽ. Who committed the infringement, whose right was violated, and third thing, what was the medium that was used to commit the infringement. So these are the 3 things that one have to be very clear about. So YouTube, let's take Mary Diana have created something. Okay, Mary Diana have made a video. Okay, so obviously it have copyright in it. ഞാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു പറഞ്ഞാൽ മേരിയുടെ സമ്മതമൊന്നും ഇല്ലാതെ I took it and I uploaded it in YouTube. Okay, so ഒരുപാട് പേര് കണ്ടു. Mary became popular. നല്ലതേ മേരിക്ക് സംഭവിച്ചുള്ളൂ. But the question here is, am I allowed to do that without Mary's permission? The answer is no. Because ഒരു copyrighted content distribute ചെയ്യാനുള്ള sole exclusive authority author അല്ലെങ്കിൽ creatorക്ക് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. So what happens is when you upload something, ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു വീഡിയോ, ഒരു മൂവി, when you upload it in YouTube, you have committed a copyright infringement because you are not the official distributor. Nobody gave you the right to distribute anything. So you have used YouTube to upload something. So what is the option now that is available for Mary? Mary in the area boy copyright infringement file immediately. Section 51 of Copyright Act. I have infringed her copyright, and it's true. I am a first infringer, so I am primarily liable for copyright infringement. Simple as that. Okay, so second thing is like we post something in social networking sites or alda photo. Okay, so Kuriyachan have posted his very handsome photo in Facebook in his page. And don't think that Facebook is a public domain. Facebook is not a public domain. It is a public platform with private profiles. Okay, so nobody ever mentioned like you should not think that Facebook is a public domain. So Kuriyachan ഒരു handsome photo ഇട്ടു. ഞാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു, അതെടുത്ത് എൻ്റെ പേജിൽ ഇട്ടു, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ I have used it for so many other purposes. So obviously Kuriyachan's photo was either taken by somebody or Kuriyachan must have taken it. Copyright will be with the other person or with Kuriyachan. I don't have any right to publicly display it. So I have violated copyright. So Kuriyachanum ulla solution is go by section 51 and copyright infringement pin cheyuka. Simple as that. So this is so simple. There is no complication in it. So if I've done something, then you can pin me for like. In this case, you are sure who did it. So they filed a case against me. primary copyright infringement. Another thing, I don't know if you must have heard about it. It's called bootlegging. Okay, bootlegging. US like anti-bootlegging law തന്നെയാണ്. So for example, imagine ഹരിഹരൻ വന്നു നമ്മുടെ കനകക്കുന്ന് പാലസിൽ അവിടെ ഒരു പെർഫോമൻസ് നടത്തുകയാണ്. Okay, so there is a performance going on by Hariharan. So imagine it is hosted by Government Law College Trivandrum. So Government Law College Trivandrum host ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സംഭവം, അതിൽ പെർഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഹരിഹരൻ. Okay, so Srija അവിടെ ചെല്ലുന്നു. Srija will be taking that in her mobile. ഒരു entire session or her favorite song, ഒരു long session, she'll be recording it. And then she will be uploading it in YouTube. And obviously it is Hariharan singing, so like she'll get a lot of hits in that in a very short time period. Lot of hits. Okay, so the question here is, what exactly did Srija do? പുള്ളിക്കാരി ചെയ്ത പ്രവൃത്തിനെയാണ് bootlegging എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So either the copyright will be with Hariharan or the copyright will be with Government Law College Trivandrum. Okay, Srija have no right to capture it and make it available to the public. So she have used YouTube. So I have used YouTube to violate, Mary's exclusive right. I have used YouTube to violate Kuriyachan's exclusive right. Ipo the Srijayam adepole thanne. So obviously, anti-bootlegging law which in US you will control that. In India, you simply use, performer's right. So I hope you guys know that I am performing right now. Okay, ഒരു lecture കൊടുക്കുന്നത് is a performer. As per the Copyright Act, even a snake charmer is a performer. Okay, so ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എടുക്കുന്ന ഈ lecture is being recorded by Government Law College. Okay, so what happens is, they will, like, let's take, I'm giving the right to publish to Government Law College. So Government Law College inaan ipo ee right ullathu to use my lecture, my performance. Okay, Mary endu cheyunu ennu paranju kazhinja ee lecture bhayangara super aanennu Maryക്ക് feel cheyidu. Mary endu cheyunu idu YouTube il upload cheyidu, and obviously chelappo idu bhayangara hit aayannirikka. Okay, so at that time also it will amount to copyright infringement. But if Mary is using it for educational purpose, friends in the class will attend cheyan pattathavarkana share cheyyunnengil, it will not. Adu nammade fair use inde athu varum, section 52 Copyright Act. Okay, simple as that. So this is how you can violate copyright in like content communities. Similar nature in വേറെ ഏത് social media platform ആയാലും ശരി, without നിങ്ങളുടേതല്ലാത്തൊരു സാധനം സമ്മതമില്ലാതെ നിങ്ങൾ സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയയിൽ ഇട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you have violated somebody's exclusive right. Simple as that. But ഇതിലെ പ്രശ്നം വരുന്നതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, in this aspect we all know, first aspect ഞാൻ violate ചെയ്തു, second aspect Srija violate ചെയ്തു, third aspect Mary violate ചെയ്തു. Okay, so it's very simple. Like, we know who is the infringer. But നമ്മുടെ സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയയിലുള്ള കുഴപ്പം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, there are situations wherein you have no clue who is the primary infringer. So നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ടൊറന്റ് വെബ്സൈറ്റ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഐ എം ഷുവർ ദാറ്റ് യു ഗൈസ് മസ്റ്റ് ഹാവ് യൂസ്ഡ് ടൊറന്റ് വെബ്സൈറ്റ്. സോ യു വിൽ യൂസ് എ ലിങ്ക്. ഇപ്പൊ ഞാനൊരു ഫയൽ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യും. ആ ഫയൽ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് what I'm going to do is, എൻ്റെ ഉള്ള ഒരു copyright content, I will, I'll be connected to a server. Okay, so when I am connected to that server, and imagine I have Drishyam movie, the Drishyam 2 movie എൻ്റെ ഉണ്ട്. Okay, so I have connected to like a server and I'm waiting. Drishyam movie is there in my computer. At that time what happens is, Shilpa login cheyunu. Shilpa will search Drishyam 2. So she'll get a connection to my computer. So at that point what happens is, Shilpa nere ഞാനുമായിട്ട് connected ആയി, and Shilpa will be downloading from me. So in this case ഞാനാണ് uploader, Shilpയാണ് downloader. Next, Hamima ma'am search ചെയ്തു, Drishyam 2 downloading തുടങ്ങി. So now ഞാൻ അപ്ലോഡർ ആണ്, ശില്പയും അപ്ലോഡർ ആണ്, അമീമ മാം ആണ് ഡൗൺലോഡർ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് മണിവീണ മാം ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്തു. സോ മണിവീണ മാം ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അപ്ലോഡർ, ശില്പ അപ്ലോഡർ, ഹമീമ മാം അപ്ലോഡർ, മണിവീണ മാം ഡൗൺലോഡർ. ഇങ്ങനെ ലക്ഷക്കണക്കിന് ആൾക്കാരാണ് ഒരു സമയം ഇങ്ങനെ മൂവി ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി വെരി ഫാസ്റ്റ്. സോ എല്ലാവരുടെയും നിന്നും ക്ലസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് എടുത്ത് when you download it, it will be very quick. So more the number of people sharing it, more like quickly you can download that particular movie. So ഇതിലുള്ള problem is you don't know who is the primary infringer. Okay, because ഞാൻ ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്തു, അപ്ലോഡർ ഞാനാ, ഇനിഷ്യൽ അപ്ലോഡർ. But as soon as like Shilpa have downloaded it, I have left the scene. Okay, so ഞാൻ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞു. So ബാക്കി join ചെയ്യുന്നവർ will be downloading it from Manivina ma'am, Hamima ma'am and Shilpa. Okay, so like we have no clue who made, like who did the violation. Primary infringer ആരാണെന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. So immediately we like copyright owner എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? He'll go and file a case against the content community, or he'll go and file a case against the service provider. Avare poi parayum, you know, Tamil rockers should be shut down because they have facilitated copyright infringement. So in almost all the cases what happens is if facilitator ne avare pokkan nokkutullu, they won't go after individual. Okay, so they'll be making a very big claim. എത്രയോ കോടി രൂപ വേണം ദൃശ്യ മൂവി ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് വാസ് റിലീസ്ഡ് ഓർ വാച്ച്ഡ്, ഇങ്ങനെ ഇറങ്ങിയത് കൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് ഇത്ര കോടി രൂപയുടെ നഷ്ടം വന്നു. സോ ലൈക്ക് that particular website have to give me compensation because avarulladu kondanallo I was able to, you know, do something illegal. Okay, so ipo in this case you don't know who the primary infringer is. So നമുക്ക് വ്യക്തിനെ അറിഞ്ഞൂടായെങ്കിൽ, you know, foreigners call like term that particular person as John Doe. Okay, at the same time നമുക്ക് ഇന്ത്യയിലും ഉണ്ട് അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു വേർഷൻ, പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ അശോക് കുമാർ എന്നാണ് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. അശോക് കുമാർ. John Doe means somebody like who is unknown to you, somebody who exists between us but we don't know him. അശോക് കുമാർ, a very common name. നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഒരു അശോക് കുമാർ കാണും എന്നൊരു ബിലീഫിലെ ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ. So you don't know who that person is. Okay, so Anthony പെരുമ്പാവൂരിന് പേടി വരും. Okay, 2 days before Anthony പെരുമ്പാവൂർ will be scared. സിനിമ റിലീസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് തന്നെ വാട്ട് ഇഫ് തമിഴ് റോക്കേഴ്സ് ദൃശ്യം റിലീസ് ചെയ്താലോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും തമിഴ് റോക്കേഴ്സ് വഴി ദൃശ്യം പബ്ലിക്കിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കുമോ? സോ വാട്ട് ആന്റണി പെരുമ്പാവൂർ will do is he'll go to court എന്നിട്ട് പറയും എന്റെ മൂവി റിലീസ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ ഡേറ്റ് വെച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്, ബട്ട് ഐ ഫീൽ ദാറ്റ് there will be John Does who will be uploading this movie. അതുകൊണ്ട് what you have to do is issue a John Doe order. ഞാൻ എന്റെ മൂവി റിലീസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് വരെ ആ ഒരു പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ വെബ്സൈറ്റ് ഇനാക്റ്റീവ് ആക്കുക എന്നുള്ള ജോൺ ഡോ ഓർഡറിന് വേണ്ടി ഐ റിക്വസ്റ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ദ പ്രോബ്ലം ഹിയർ ഇസ് ഉടൻ തന്നെ ആ സർവീസ് പ്രൊവൈഡർ വിൽ സേ like how can you stop my fundamental right to carry out business? Idende business aanu. I am not saving any of your contact details. I am not saving the video that have been uploaded. Ende server le aa movie oru minute oru second polu irikkarilla. I am just facilitating a link, and my uddesham is to provide a platform for sharing, you know, good contents. I never intended that, like I never thought that people will be doing illegal activities in it. Okay, so ഞാനൊരു like I own a house. അതിന്റെ അകത്ത് ആരെങ്കിലും വന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും തോന്നിയാസം കാണിച്ചു മീൻസ് I have rented it out. So അതിന്റെ അകത്ത് ആരെങ്കിലും വന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും തോന്നിയാസം കാണിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാനും അതിന് ജയിലിൽ കിടക്കണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ it will not make sense. പക്ഷേ ഞാൻ ജയിലിൽ കിടക്കേണ്ട സാഹചര്യം വരും when എനിക്ക് knowledge ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു that illegal activity is going on in my website. So what happens here is Tamil rockers parayum we cannot go by the John Doe order, simply because we had no knowledge about the infringing activity that is happening in our particular website. So unless that is proved, എപ്പോഴും അവർക്കൊരു liabilityയിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു protection ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. It is called safe harbor. Okay, so if your activity is coming within that particular aspect, then you will not be considered, you will not be considered to be infringing. Secondary infringement liability varathil. But if you had the red flag knowledge, and if I can prove that, then that's it. Your particular website will be shut down. So YouTube, we know there are a lot of movies being uploaded by random people. Okay, so we will go and file a complaint. YouTube ingane cheyyunnundu, so YouTube shut down cheyanu. You think court will shut down YouTube? YouTube parayum we had no knowledge. We have 1,000 million subscribers and we don't know what is happening in Keralathile, Trivandrum, like what is happening in Government Law College Junction. How will we know about it? So they will say we cannot, we did not have a red flag knowledge, so we cannot be considered as violating somebody else's infringement. So namakku liability, from liability we must be protected. We are within the safe harbor provision. So this particular safe harbor provision is there in Online Copyright Infringement Liability Limitation Act in US, which comes under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act 17 US Code 512. Okay, go through it, you will understand. So if there are certain activities that is being done by the service provider and the service provider had no red flag knowledge about it, then the service provider will be free. Secondary infringement liability ke namakku we cannot impose that on that particular online service provider. So obviously your question would be, namakku Indiya ingane vallo undo? Yes, we do have it. So 2012 amendment, like we have added this infringement, like e liability ninnulla ozhivakunnathu. Okay, we have that safe harbor provision, but what we did is we brought it under the concept of fair use. Okay, we put it under the concept of fair use. So fair use ennu parnal endana? I hope you guys know. So fair use, I remember when I was teaching in Karyavattam, avada njan oru friend inodu choichu, like student odu choichu endha fair use ennu ariyamo ennu choichu. So like I was not able to explain it. Fair use appo എനിക്ക് മലയാളം terminology കിട്ടിയില്ല. So I have noted it down what you have told me. നിഷ്കളങ്കമായ അബദ്ധം, or you could say അനുവദനീയമായ നിയമലംഘനം. So it was like poetic, it sounded poetic, and I rechecked it whether it made any sense. Nishkalangamaya abaddham, yes, innocent infringement, it is a concept. Anuvadhaniyamaya niyamalankana, permitted use. So if a research work inana allengi angane endengile research work allengi ningalku for publish something, a critical review on a newspaper, or for educational purposes, or for keeping copies in the library. So inganathe korchu category ku agathana avaru endu cheyidathu ee safe harbor provisions kondittadu. 1 minute, I have a okay, sorry for that. So where were we? Yes, so they have put the safe harbor provisions under Copyright Act under fair use. At the same time, the safe harbor provision is there in IT Act also. Okay, under IT Act also we have this provision under section 79. Okay, so idilulla prashnam nu paranju kazhinjal, there is a section called section 81 under IT Act. It says that provisions of this act shall have effect notwithstanding anything inconsistent therewith contained in any other law. Idea is very simple. അതായത് IT ആക്ടിന്റെ അകത്ത് IT ആക്ട് will be applicable unless അത് ഇൻകൺസിസ്റ്റന്റ് അല്ല, അത് വേറെ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഇതിനെ പ്രൊട്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യം പറയുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ IT ആക്ട് ഇടപെടത്തില്ല. Okay, so IT Act do have intermediary liability safe harbor provisions, but 81 says the overriding aspect. So IT Act will not be applicable if like remedy is there in any other law. So namada intermediary liability phase like safe harbor provisions copyright in the section 52 ilum fair use in the safe harbor provisions IT Act lo undu. Okay, so the thing is fair use in the parayumbo like there is no punch in it, so you cannot claim a like you cannot say that I cannot be made secondary infringement liable and aakam pattathilla because it is fair use. It will be very difficult for you to prove because it is technical in nature. So what you want is like what all the online service provider will want is to make applicable section 79. Appode intermediary liability il ninnu ozhivagatullu. Okay, so like people started like this was a very big issue. നമ്മൾ ഏത് ലോ എടുക്കും, കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് ലോ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യോ അതോ കുറച്ചുകൂടി എഫക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള IT ആക്ട് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യോ? പക്ഷെ IT ആക്ടിലുള്ള കുഴപ്പമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ IT ആക്ടിൽ തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ലോ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇടപെടത്തില്ല. Okay, so this created a confusion and this was settled in the case Super Cassette versus MySpace. So in Super Cassette versus MySpace court in 2016 what they said is IT Act lo undu, copyright lo undu, but you have to understand technology have grown into such a way wherein you cannot traditionally depend just on copyright law to protect the copyright infringement or the protect the rights of the copyright owner. So you have to harmoniously read along with IT Act. So our idea is very simple. So inganathe oru issue when it comes to in social media ingane oru sambhavam nadanna you apply copyright, you apply IT Act harmoniously, okay, and protect the rights of the copyright owner and balance it with the fundamental right to carry out business of the particular social media platform also. So idana ningal manasilakki vekkendது. This is the current position. So you can post something. Okay, if you post somebody else's work and if they know you have done it, you will be made liable for. Point number one. If the copyright owner have no idea who have uploaded it, John Doe aayittirikkaana engil, they will go after the service provider. And the service provider, if they can prove that we had no knowledge about it, then they are safe. But red flag knowledge prove avukeyana they had knowledge about it, and if they didn't do anything, which means they can be made liable. Okay, so ipo Kuriyachan oru video YouTube, but we had no idea that Kuriyachan aanu YouTube il ittannu. So immediately Mary endu ennu paranju kayal she'll report it to YouTube il open cheyda video open cheyidittu she'll report copyright content aanu kedakkunnathu, infringing copyright. So she might be a random person who have filed like informed, so which means that you have informed YouTube. So appo YouTube ne parayan pattathilla we didn't have knowledge about it, they cannot skip that. So ningal endelum content ipo YouTube kaanana which you are very sure that it is not like copyright violation aan thoniya, you report it immediately so that YouTube cannot escape the secondary infringement liability or any social media network. They cannot say that we had no clue about it. നമ്മൾ അറിഞ്ഞില്ല എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല, because red flag knowledge is something very important when it comes to copyright infringement in social media. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you regarding the very basic aspect, and I hope you understood the interplay. Copyright law fair use in dagathaan ittekunnathu, IT Act you have a specific provision intermediary liability design chain. Okay, so my very simple question is, നമ്മൾ complaint കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ what exactly happens? Okay, I'm informing. Okay, my content is in Anuvada illada, my content is in YouTube. So like YouTube is not responding. So what happens is you will go to your internet service provider. So internet service provider like a concerned authority have to do what? Take down that page. അതിനെയാണ് take down procedure എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So copyright content ഉണ്ട്, like copyright violation ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് inform ചെയ്ത ഉടനെ തന്നെ they have to take it down so that ഒരുപാട് പേര് അത് കാണത്തില്ല. And then you have to ask the person, are you authorized to upload this? If authorized alla ennu paranju kayinal, this page will not come back. Authorized aanu ennu prove cheyidu kayinal, it will come back. So this is the normal takedown procedure. Actually, you know how it works in India. ഭയങ്കര ഡിലേ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, ഇപ്പൊ കംപ്ലൈന്റ് കൊടുത്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് അതെല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞ് വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ഇന്നലെ കരിക്കിന്റെ പുതിയ വീഡിയോ ആണ്. Within few hours it reached 30 lakhs. Within few hours. So imagine 4 ദിവസം കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ടേക്ക് ഡൗൺ ചെയ്യുന്നു, അപ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ആന്റണി പെരുമ്പാവൂർ പാപ്പരായി കഴിയും. So this is what happens. So the takedown procedure in India is weak. Point number 1. Second thing is circumvention. Technological circumvention എന്താണെന്ന് നമ്മൾ എവിടെയും പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. Access എന്താണ്, copy control എന്താണ്, ഇതൊന്നും നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. Unless you don't define technologically the concepts in your Copyright Act, how will we deal with these complex situations? So this is something that you have to keep in mind. So like ningal vaayikkumbo, try to understand copy control undo nammade law il, technologically access control undo nammade law il, then takedown procedure strong aano. If takedown procedure is good, my question is whether it is implemented properly. Okay, so obviously nammade ellarudeyum doubt idana, ഇത് എങ്ങനെ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ളത്. എങ്ങനെ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് കോൾഡ് ഇന്റർനെറ്റ് ഗവേണൻസ്. എല്ലാവർക്കും റോൾ കൊടുക്കുക. യു ഹാവ് വൺ ഇൻ ടെക്നോ പാർക്ക്, സൈബർ ഡൂം. ഇറ്റ്സ് കോൾഡ് സൈബർ ഡൂം. സോ ഒരു ഇല്ലീഗൽ കണ്ടന്റ് ഇന്റർനെറ്റിൽ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഇപ്പൊ ദൃശ്യം 2 യു ഗൈസ് നോ, ആശീർവാദ് സിനിമാസ് ആണ് അത് ലൈക് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. യു ഗൈസ് നോ. അപ്പൊ റാൻഡംലി അത് ശ്രീദത്ത് ഇട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യു ഗൈസ് നോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ലൈക് ശ്രീദത്ത് ഇൻഫ്രിഞ്ച് ചെയ്യണം. സോ യു ഇമ്മീഡിയറ്റ്ലി റിപ്പോർട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. സോ ഇന്റർനെറ്റ് ഗവേണൻസ് ലൈക് നമ്മളും കൂടെ പാർട്ടാണ്. വി ഷുഡ് ഓൾസോ ബി എ പാർട്ട് വാരൻ. പിന്നെ ലൈക് വി ഷുഡ് ഹാവ് എത്തിക്സ്. നമ്മൾ കാണരുത് ഇല്ലീഗൽ കോപ്പീസ്, ഇല്ലീഗൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒന്നും കാണരുത്. ഓക്കെ, നമ്മൾ ഇല്ലീഗൽ ആയിട്ട് ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യരുത്. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് ഇഫ് യു സീ സംതിങ് യു ഷുഡ് നോട്ട് ഡു ഇറ്റ്. Frankly, I used to do it. I used to download it. But my PhD topic is copyright and trademark aspect of social media. So imagine, research in ചെയ്തിട്ട് അവൻ വീട്ടിലിരുന്ന് ഡൗൺലോഡും കൂടെ ചെയ്താലുള്ള അവസ്ഥ ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്ക്. So I quit it. So I don't have anything. ഒരൊറ്റ സാധനം പോലും ഇല്ല that it is which is an illegal copy. Everything is original. Everything that I have is original. Okay, so like it is up to us to decide how we have to handle it, because intellectual property right in the ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ഒരു ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആസ്പെക്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് one reward കിട്ടും. Second thing is that appreciation. ആ അപ്രീസിയേഷനും ആ ഒരു റിവാർഡുമാണ് like boost us to innovate and come up with more and more. ഞാൻ ഇന്നൊരു ബുക്ക് എഴുതി, okay, and like എൻ്റെ 10 years of research and I wrote a book. So മാർക്കറ്റിൽ വന്നതോ അതിന്റെ കോപ്പീസ് ഇറങ്ങി എല്ലാവരും യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നു, ആൻഡ് ഐ എം നോട്ട് ഈവൻ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് the minimum amount that I spend for research. You think I'll write another book? No, I will be demotivated. Because we have to take copyright or any intellectual property very seriously, because inna allengil naala you will come up with an intellectual property. Appo you don't want some random people to free ride on you. So my point is, use it, be a part of that community wherein we'll prevent any kind of infringement that is done to intellectual property rights. And we are involved in social media every day almost. Even now you guys might be checking your Instagram. Okay, you might be getting notifications. So our life is so much touched with, copyright and social media. So if you could manage it, and reduce the amount of infringement, you will get more and more fruitful, inventions and fruitful creations. എല്ലാം കിട്ടും. So this is the conclusion that I would like to bring into my presentation. And I hope you guys understood, and I hope whatever I have written down, I have mentioned. ഒന്നും മിസ്സായില്ല എന്ന് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. Yes, there are a lot of content that I have, I don't have the time to explain everything within 1 hour. So my point is, if you have any doubt regarding this, or if you have any doubt when you are doing a research on intellectual property right or cyber law, or if you want to do something really like write a research paper on intellectual property law, and if you need assistance, you can contact me. Get my mail address from Amima ma'am, or get my, contact me through Instagram. Okay, I'm a social media person. Okay, so that's it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me right now. Thank you so much for your patient listening.
Thanks. It's an interesting session. So, dear participants, you can come up with any of your doubts or for any discussions.
Any questions? Any doubts? എന്തെങ്കിലും അറിയണോ?
ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. നല്ലൊരു സെഷനാണ്. വോട്ട് ഓഫ് താങ്ക്സിലേക്ക് ഒന്ന് പോയാലോ?
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്, ഞാൻ ഒരു കോൾ എടുത്തോട്ടെ.
ഓക്കെ.
ആമസോൺ കൊറിയർ വന്നതാണ്. വോട്ട് ഓഫ് താങ്ക്സിന്റെ ഒന്നും ആവശ്യമില്ല. Because I like presented lot before this like in this particular institution. So vote of thanks ഒന്നും വേണ്ട. എന്നാലും ഒരാൾ പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്തെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ വേണ്ടെന്ന് പറയത്തില്ല. So yes.
Okay, so I am inviting Gayatri to come up with the vote of thanks for the session.
Okay, sir. Good evening all. Today we all had this wonderful opportunity to come together in this virtual platform to attend this very informative and interesting session on the issues of copyright. I'm Gayatri, final year student of Government Law College, Trivandrum, and I'm here to deliver the vote of thanks. On behalf of this virtual gathering and the entire fraternity of Government Law College, Trivandrum, I extend my sincere gratitude to today's resource person, Dr. Jishnu J.R., Assistant Professor, VIT School of Law, Chennai. Sir, the session was really informative, and your different approach of conveying the content, quoting relatable examples and incidents from daily life made the session more easy to grasp. Once again, thank you, sir, for dedicating your valuable time.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I would also like to thank our principal, our very beloved Vijayakumar sir, for his wholehearted support. I'd also like to thank all the organizers who are working behind this online course on media and ethics for their sincere efforts, which is continuing even now. And last but not the least, I would also like to thank each and every one of you who attended the session and made the session a very great success. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Okay.